ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr. King Pachino, guys. We got a serious topic to talk about. Let me get the notifications going on, and we're going to get into it.
I'm digital, travel the universe. I look at the price of the dripping is going up. Send the whole crew alert. Crypto, we go berserk. You witness a certified bull run. 60 to 70, 80 to 90, and 30 days we getting full service. Check out my stash. I don't do cash, only do MetaMask. Went to the Hamptons, I'm up in Virtual, man, and we had a blast. Look at the way that I'm dripping saucy. Check out my jewelry game is frosty. She love the way that I'm driving flossing. King Pachino bossing. Compound interest, ain't nothing suspicious. If you ain't dripping, then you must be slipping. Ain't paying no attention. Crypto game took it to the top. Don't drip by the dip when the value drop. Blockchain boys, yeah, I made it hot. Talk crypto now when we on the block. Dip. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. You catch me, I'm buying the dip. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. Buy the deal. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. You catch me, I'm buying the deal. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. If you ain't dripping, you slipping. Don't trip, buy the deal. Don't trip, buy the deal, buy the deal. Don't trip, buy the deal. Don't trip, buy the deal, buy the deal. You know, for sure. We own crypto. So don't trip, buy the deal, buy the deal. Don't trip, buy the deal, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. Let's get into it. It's your boy, Mr. King Pachino, aka Mr. King Crypto himself. And guess who? And guess who? And guess who? Guess who's back? Hey, guess who's back? Hey, guess who's back? Hey, guess who's back? King Pachino, I'm back. I'm back. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? You know what it is. King Pachino, aka Mr. King Crypto himself. Welcome to the Millionaire Crypto channel, guys. We got some really juicy topic, very serious topic to talk about today, guys, and we're gonna dive into that. If you did not like and subscribe and click that notification bell button, make sure you do that, because you know I keep coming with the bangers, guys. I know everybody's asking questions about everything that's going on with Splassive, and we're gonna dive into that, guys. Remember, we do have our own crypto millionaire group, guys. If you want to be a part of that group, make sure that you go down into the description, click request to be a member. Make sure that you answer the questions so you can be approved to be in the group. Remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I'm simply documenting my journey on the largest 21st century. Remember, the #1 rule in cryptocurrency is only invest what you can afford to lose. And that statement is going to become very real and apparent for people from yesterday and what happened. So we're going to dive into the deal, because I know everybody that's on the live right now, everybody wants to know. Everybody's been watching. Everybody already knows. So I'm going to do my due diligence here to share from my perspective what went on, guys, and just put some, explanation and my opinions on what happened with Splash. So as you can see, guys, you know that Splash launched a little less than 30 days ago, and it was doing absolutely amazing. 2% every single day. You heard my drip and splash song. Drip on my left, splash on my right. We dripping, we splashing, everybody's making money. Great thing, guys. And then yesterday, guys, what happened? What happened yesterday? Yesterday, guys, as you can see, drip was sitting somewhere around, Splash was sitting somewhere around $26, and then all of a sudden it completely tanked all the way down to $3.68. I was on the phone at this time, guys. I had just earlier today, if you watch, guys, if you look at my YouTube, if you go to my channel, earlier that day, I believe this might have happened. When I found out about it, it was probably about 8 p.m. Now, when I noticed that this had happened, it was somewhere around 8ish, I believe. But if you go back and watch my YouTube, earlier that day, guys, I had released a video probably around 1 o'clock. I'm not sure, don't quote me on the exact amount of time, but it was earlier that day. I released a video and I talked about how do you take profits from your investments, and how you should buy during the dips, and how do you take profits during the bull run. And in that video, if you go back and watch it, guys, I had took about lost, I don't know, 330 or 50 bucks or something from Splash, and I moved it over to Troy because I'm diversifying my portfolio for this exact same reason of what happened hours later, guys. Literally hours later, right? Because the first thing you have to understand in crypto is always a risk. Anytime you invest, there's a risk. There's a risk that it can be a rug pull. There's a risk that some hacker can get in there and try to, compromise the protocol, which, that's what it looks like with Splash. After hearing several YouTubes, doing some due diligence, if you're not a part of the Telegram group, you want to join the Telegram group because they did release a statement in the Telegram. But what it seems to be, guys, that someone, there was a bug because obviously Splash is a clone of Drip. And so when they cloned Drip, there was a bug in Drip. The dev, Bitcoin Brown, was aware of that bug, so far as what I know, guys. That's so far as what I know in the information that I'm hearing. He was aware of the bug, and he had it audited. They made changes, and they thought that it would not be an issue because it was audited, and then they made changes to the protocol, so they thought they were covered. But I guess either before they made the change or how whatever happened, guys, or during the process, someone was able to exploit the bug in the system. And what they were doing was slowly draining the Splash system. So there was a bad actor, in the mix, guys, that was literally like a thief in the night. They were slowly draining Splash. And I guess they got to the point where from my opinion, what I believe is once it hit all-time highs, they probably could have started draining the system then. And they probably slowly started draining it slowly around here. I think multiple wallets were set up where money was coming out of those wallets. It had something to do with the airdrop system. So somehow in the airdrop system, they were able to somehow exploit the airdrop system and somehow get access to the Splash and somehow send Splash to multiple different wallets, draining the system until they got to this point, which I figure once it went from 50 to 26, they probably was like, you know what, it's dripping a lot, let me just go ahead and take the system, just take what I can, and as you can see, a straight line. So guys, someone exploited it, so I know this is not a good moment for Splash. It's really gonna it's gonna be a defining moment for Splash, right? Because obviously they got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of people that lost money. There's a lot of people who made money and walked away with profits. There's people who got in early on the white list and probably got the coin at 50 cents. And when it was at $30+, they probably had a lot of money that they were making because they were in on the white list, and that fortune is gone. But and so hey, this is what happens in crypto sometimes, guys. This is what happens. And so I wanted to come and share this because I know everybody's been talking about it, but all the videos that I'm watching and everybody's talking about, the hacking and, was it a hack or was it the dev team or this and that? I haven't seen any videos that talk about how do you hedge against these type of risks, because anytime you invest, guys, there's a risk. I think the other one, Piston Token, I heard also got compromised. And I think a part of them might have had some type of clone of Drip. So if you're a part of any opportunity that's a clone of Drip, you're at risk that it might. Now, Drip has, when it comes to the faucet, Drip has not been compromised. They upgraded theirs and things like that. So Drip has been proven to be the king. And it's the one that I've always trusted the most because obviously it's been around for a year, so it's been battle tested. Not saying that Drip will not have its ups and downs. Obviously the animal farm got penetrated, but not the faucet. So these are some of the challenges that you're gonna experience in crypto. So all the videos that I'm watching are talking about this, and everybody's talking about it, right? Some people are saying, I told you guys, Drip is king. And some people are like, listen, we're going to rally the troops back together. I still believe in Splash. Whatever it may be, there's other opportunities out there that got compromised. But nobody's talking about how do you hedge against these opportunities. how do you get in these opportunities and make sure that you protect yourself while being involved in cryptocurrency? And I think that's the most important part. So what I'm going to show you guys is, because I want you, when you get some chance, go back and watch my video, because my video does break that down, guys. And what I want to show you, I just want to show you really quickly here how 2 ways I hedge against this, okay? And let me make sure that the volume is not too loud for you guys. I think I should be fine. Let me turn it down just a little bit more, okay? 2 ways you hedge against this. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's a part of Splash, guys. I know some people are going to take this a lot tougher than others. Some people it's going to be a drop in the bucket. Some people hadn't invested a lot. Some people did. Some people just got in and it went down. Some people accumulated a lot of money. It just depends. But either way, guys, you know, keep your head up and understand that crypto is still a place that can explode your financial gains. So you have to have thick skin, and you have to strategize when it comes to these platforms, right? So I'm going to show you 2 ways that I personally hedge. Number 1, you have to understand that the money is made when people are afraid. When the value is down, this is when you want to invest. The number 1 thing that I see people do wrong is they wait until the coin is up and everybody's cheering because we're on a bull run, and then they're investing during the bull run. You do not want to invest during the bull run, because always remember, what comes up will come down. This thing started off at $2, guys, and it rallied all the way up to $50 in less than 30 days. That is a crazy bull run. So when you see things like that, guys, and let's say you didn't catch it at 2, 10 bucks, 11 bucks, 12, 13, 15, and now it's starting to get into the 30s and 40s, and now you're investing in the 50s. You're investing at an all-time high, and when you cannot pull your income out in these types of protocols, it's gonna always catch you with your draws down, because what comes up goes down. So you have to, if you're going to be involved in these projects, you have to buy the dips. You have to have patience. It's not just about being in, it's about getting in at the right time. If you're not ready, when this thing, when a project launches and it's early in the deal and it's in the middle of a bull run, be very careful what you invest, because you may be investing at an all-time high and it's going to catch you when it's coming down. Okay? That's number 1. If you follow that principle, guys, it's going to set you up to get in and get out. Let me explain that. See, when I came into Splash, I came in somewhere around 11 bucks. So I came in somewhere probably, is it on this chart? I don't even think this chart is taking me. Okay, here we go. Somewhere over here maybe. Yeah, I came in somewhere around here. So, and I knew to invest enough, right? Following the number 1 rule, invest what I can afford to lose, but don't penny pitch it. I had to throw at least a couple hundred at it early, because I knew this thing was going to shoot up, and I didn't want to be investing when it's already up here, because I'm going to get caught doing the drop. So I put the best of my investment of what I could afford to lose right up in here, right? And then I watched it go up. And once it got up, guys, and I started, when it got up to about, I think it hit about 50. Once it hit the all-time high and it got up somewhere around here, and I started seeing it come down, it took a little dip right here. I said, okay, now it's time for me to stop hydrating and start collecting, because the bull run is over. It's gonna start going down to find its place of, you know, it's gonna make a correction. So at that moment, I stopped hydrating and allowed the money to start building up in my available balance. That is so strategic, guys. You have to be able to do that, right? So what happened was, as it was going down, it was okay that it was going down, because I continued to earn in my available balance a significant amount at 2%, you know, a decent amount, right? I was making maybe $40, $50 a day. So if it's going down every little bit here and there every day, I'm still making a nice amount of money, right? And so yesterday, it just so happened to be coincidence. Maybe it was my gut, my intuition. But yesterday, I wanted to invest into another project that I've been working on, because that is the second way you hedge, is that you have to diversify, guys. You can't just have one protocol or the same protocols. Like if your portfolio is nothing but drip clones and everything that has the same concept, guys, you're putting yourself at risk, because you're doing your portfolio is the exact same. Different protocol, but the exact same stuff, right? So I wanted to have something different, which is the second thing, which is Troy. I'm going to talk to you about that. But the first thing was I bought in at the dip, I rode the wave, right? And then I allowed my available balance to come to me while it was going in, right? I just allowed it to come. Actually, guys, I think I actually stopped at some point. I was hydrating somewhere up in here, but once it moonshot it like this, you see this moonshot? I was like, oh no, this is straight up like this. Oh, this is gonna definitely come down. Look at this, it just went straight up. So I knew when it shot up like this, guys, to start taking profits. And I just let my stuff available. And then what I did was, guys, I pulled out about $350 or something like that just yesterday, and I moved it over to another project that I am building, guys, to hedge against my current investments, called Troy. So that's the second thing I did. I made sure that I continue to diversify. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I continue to diversify. So what I did was, guys, and I'll show you here in my trades, look, this is Troy. And if you need information on how to get Troy, you can go onto the description. It's going to show you Troy. Now I'm going to go here to my trade history, and you'll see. Yesterday I put about I opened a $300 trade with Troy, because Troy is going to 300x my money. So I'm going to constantly still get percentages, 0.5%, 1%, as you can see. It's going to go up from 1% to 1.5%. Then it's going to go to 2%. It's going to go all the way up to 6% with Troy. And what I like about Troy, guys, is that the money does not go up and down, because I'm not buying this. This is on the Forex side. So whatever I invest is being traded on the Forex. So this is not predicated on the Troy coin and the value of Troy coin. I'm not getting rewarded Troy coin. I get rewarded whatever coin I want, but whatever I have in my portfolio stays in my portfolio. So I took some of my profits at $300 and I moved it over to Troy, because I'm like, well, I'm still going to get about 1 to 6% on Troy, just letting that 300 sit, and they're going to 300x my money. So you can see right now, currently with Troy, my max payout is $1,950. This trade amount, $650, is what I have invested, but this is not my full investment. I started off at $210, then I made some profits, took those profits, put it back in, made some more profits, put it back in, made some more profits, put it back in, right? So I did two things smart, guys. I got in the dip. I did not buy during the bull run. I accumulated asset. I allowed my available balance to come to me during the bull run phase. I pulled out my initial investment, and I planted another seed somewhere else, which is with Troy. So this is very important to do that, because when you're in this cryptocurrency, guys, you just do not know. Now, Bitcoin Brown, so far as what I know, I've never spoke with him personally. He's the dev for Splassive, but from what I've heard, he's a pretty cool guy. Nobody thinks that he has like rug pull intentions or anything like that. But guess what? Somebody was able to get in there and was able to exploit the system. So he's gonna have some challenges ahead of him. Some people are looking right now. If you go to Splassive right now, it's showing that right now, if you go here and tap on your whale, I know people were contacting me today. When you click on the tap, it's gonna show 0. But you want to make sure that you go to their Telegram, guys, because their Telegram is where you're gonna get all the information. They released the statement on Telegram as well too, showing everything. I was trying to see if I can join it, but I don't have Telegram on my computer, but I do have it on my phone. They released a full statement, guys, on what they're doing right now. They have disabled the tap in the whale, so you can't buy or sell it currently. But what they're doing is creating another contract. So I guess they're gonna do a re-audit. They're gonna try to fix the bug. They're gonna issue out a new contract. They're supposedly supposed to have where they're gonna either do some type of screenshot to try to at least get us back to where we were after the compromise happened. So if you see 0 right here, that doesn't mean you're gonna start with 0. I think they're gonna try to work out something where we at least start back where we was after the hack took place. So we're just gonna have to see what's gonna happen with Splassive, guys. Are they gonna rally back? From what I'm hearing, guys, we still have a community of people that are still going to support Splassive. Yesterday, actually, the coin, guys, as you can see, was $3.84. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I tried to grab the coin at $3.84, but they cut it off right now, so we can't do that. So, things like this does happen. When things like this does happen, guys, and life hands you lemon, all you can do is make lemonade. So, we'll continue to monitor Splassive. I'll keep you guys updated if I hear some other interesting things that come down the pipeline with it. when they release the new contract. What I have done though, this is what I have done. Now I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, guys. Right? You have to make your own financial decisions, right? What I have done is I've already taken some profits from another project. I've already taken it and I've already switched it over to AVAX, and AVAX is sitting in my wallet. Why is it sitting in my wallet? Because I have AVAX allocated for Splassive. Because when they do come back out with a new contract, and when they say it's available to purchase, if it's available to purchase and it's $3-something, guys, I already have a couple $100 waiting to get it at a way cheaper price than where I got it originally, which was 11, because I saw the power and I saw what kind of money that was made at that 2%. And guess what? Because I did the things that I'm telling you to do, I put myself in position where I did not take a loss, because I took my initial seed out and I invested it somewhere else. You have to know your exit strategy so you can play with house money. You have to know so you can play with house money. So I'll keep an eye out on it, guys, for you. But if you want something that's different than drip, different than splash, different than piston, different than elephant, because all of those, when you go to all of those profiles, guys, they all have the same little protocol. Not saying that they're going to be penetrated. I know piston, something happened with piston. I don't know if anything is going to happen with elephant, but you want to be careful, okay? Drip has supposedly already updated their stuff, guys. Drip is still looking good. Drip has proven to be around for over a year. I know some people are complaining about the price going down, but as you can see, Drip continues to pay that 1%, and if you continue to hydrate, you're going to be fine. So drip is still king, but if you gotta have something outside of that. And to me, guys, one of those things, just one of those things that I have is Troy. And so if you want to know about Troy, go into the description. It's only $20, guys, to start an active trade. You can set up a free account, get your trades going. It's gonna pay you for the first 10 days 0.5%. After that, for the next 10 days 1%. After that, the next 20 days 1.5%. Then the next 20 days 2%. Is going to keep on scaling all the way up to 6% or up to 300% on your money. You can take your profits like I'm going to do here. Let me go and do that for you guys, because I think I have a little bit in here because I'm just scaling this thing out. So let me come here to my dashboard, right? Because I wanted to see today. I think I made a little money today. Yeah, see, so today I made $25.71. I still have $4.23 in my trade wallet. You can only do increments of 10, and you can only do at least 20. You can only do a minimum of 20. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can move $20 over in here and set it up as a trade, so I can show you how that looks. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go to transfers. I'm gonna go to balance to wallet. Right, I'm gonna put 20 in here because I can only do 20, a minimum of 20, and I have to do it in 10 sets of increments. I'm gonna request my OPT. That means over the phone. I mean, I believe it means over the phone. But every time you do it, guys, you're gonna get a text message. Let me get my text message. I just received my text message, and here's where you're gonna put your OTP here. Okay, and then I'm going to hit transfer. Once I transfer, now you see, guys, that I do now have $23.23. So now I can put another $20 trade into here. So what I do now is I go to trade. I can go to my trades, and now I can go here. My username is here. This is the ID, King Pachino. I'll put 20 here, and then I'm gonna go and request OTP. It's gonna send me another code. Boom. I'm gonna put that new code in here. And I'm gonna hit trade. Boom. I just organized another trade. So what did that 20 do? That 20 is gonna turn into $60 because they're gonna 300x that. So I'm still kind of doing the same things I'm doing with drip and splash, guys. But what I like about it, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning and the price is gonna be down because it's not tied to the Troy coin. They're Forex trading here, guys. You still have risk here. You have risk with everything. So the same thing I'm telling you with splash or with drip that I do with drip, I'm gonna do with Troy. right? There will become a time where I'm gonna take $300-400 out of Troy, and I'm gonna invest it into and use that as seed money for another project, so I can play with house money with Troy, and I'll take my risk with another project. This is the way in crypto. Without this, guys, you're really making your chances very, very high risk. If you only have one or two things and you're just waiting for it to make you rich, you can't do that. So now let me go to my dashboard now that I have another trade, guys. As you can see, now I'm currently over 2,000. So my max payout now currently is over 2,000 because I just opened another trade. Right, so in my trade history, it'll show you my trades now. The 210, that was my initial investment. 70, I made that in profit. I took the profits, put it back in. I made another 40, I took that and put it back in. I made another 30, I put that back in. I took 300 from Splash for my initial investment. Just so happened to be, I put it back in at 2:19, see, p.m. The hack came at 6 hours later. Now I made another 20-some bucks. I took the 20 in profit, put it back in. I'm going to continue to build that. And then eventually, guys, because I'm in risk, right? I'm in risk. I have money. I have what? $210 plus 300. Well, $210 pretty much, because 300, I made it off Splash, right? So I'll just say 500. Let's just say I got $510 invested in this thing, right? So eventually I'm going to get $510 out of here to lower my risk so I can play with house money, right? So that's what I want you to do, guys. Diversify your portfolio. Use these strategies. I hope they help you guys. You want to be a part of Troy. All the information is below, okay? Pay attention. Stay on the lookout for Splassive. I'll keep you guys up to date. But let me know if you decide to get yourself in Troy, guys. Remember, only invest what you can afford to lose. And if you're in Splash and Drip or any of those protocols, make sure that you buy the dip, and make sure any one of those projects goes onto a bull run, stop hydrating, allow you to get yourself some available balance. Take some of that available balance, move it into a stable coin, cash it out, put it in your bank, or take it and put it into another seed and another investment to diversify your portfolio. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this. That's my time, and like I always say, we won't see you at the top. We'll see you over the top. Because you're built for greatness. Hey, 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 you're built for greatness. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Hey, hey.